So when we are talking about research approach or research method, it can be classified into various categories depending on the perspective under which the research activity is initiated and also conducted. Here, I will show you 3 most common types of research or research approach used in educational field. So those are Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you all are in a great condition. I'm Dyah Aminatun, and then it is a pleasure to meet you in this video to talk about an interesting topic related to your study, that is qualitative research. Alright, before we go further talking about this topic, it is better for you to know the objectives of today's meeting. So in the end of this meeting, you are expected to be able to identify research and also its use, and then the next, identify a qualitative method and the key principles, and the last one, distinguish a qualitative research with other research methods. Before we discuss about qualitative research more specifically, first, let's talk about what research is. So research is actually a process to discover new knowledge to find answers to questions. The word research has 2 parts. So the first is the word re. It means again, and then the next word is research, which means find, which denote that we are taking up an activity to look into an aspect once again, or we want to look for some new information about something. So actually, there are many definitions of research proposed by many experts and also resources. So here, I will show you some of them. The first, the definitions coming from Merriam-Webster Dictionary. So it defines research as investigation or experimentations aimed at the discovery and interpretations of facts, revisions of accepted theory or law in the light of new facts, or practical applications of such new or revised theories or law. And then the next definition is coming from John W. Creswell. Research is a process of steps used to collect and analyze information to increase our understanding of a topic or issue. The last definition is coming from Hemisphere College. So it defines research as a process of systematic inquiry that entails collection of data, documentations of critical information, and analysis and interpretations of the data or informations in accordance with suitable methodologies set by specific professional fields and academic disciplines. So according to those definitions, there are several keywords that we can highlight to define research. So the first, the word process. In doing research, there are several or many steps that we need to pass. It means a process. It should be planned, and in order to do it systematically and to get unbiased and objective data. The next word is the word investigation. Research is an investigation because it leads us to finding new facts, informations, and assisting us in verifying the available knowledge. The next word that is also important is the word interpretations. So when we are conducting a research, it means we are collecting some data. The data are then needed to be organized and then also evaluated. After that, we need to analyze and relate to the theories until we reach the conclusion. The last word is the word systematic. Why it is called as a systematic? Because it is structured. So a research is structured. It needs a formal step-by-step method or sequence to take up research activity is developed to ensure correctness of data and also validity of processes. So that's the definition of research. So once again, research is a systematic observations of processes to find the facts and to achieve an objective and to identify the validity of the targets. Then, since our subject is called as qualitative research, so what is actually qualitative research? Alright, to make it easier, let's compare it with another research method, the quantitative one. So when we are talking about research approach or research method, it can be classified into various categories depending on the perspective under which the research activity is initiated and also conducted. Here, I will show you 3 most common types of research or research approach used in educational field. So those are quantitative research, and then the next one is qualitative, and the last one is mixed method. Briefly, the differences of those 3 types of research lay on the types of data being observed. The first, we're going to talk about the quantitative research. So quantitative research is based on the measurement of quantity or amount. The main data is in a form of number. So remember, it is in a form of number. It is applicable to phenomena that can be expressed in terms of quantity. For example, research about students' achievement. It can be shown from the students' scores. These scores that will reflect to the effectiveness of a certain teaching strategy or method implemented in the classroom. What about the qualitative research? Qualitative research, on the other hand, is concerned with qualitative phenomenon, that is, phenomena relating to or involving quality or kind. So the data is in qualitative research in a form of words. So if quantitative in a form of number, the qualitative is in a form of words. For example, the study about attitude or opinion, which is intended to find out how people feel or what they think about a particular subject or institution. For example, the study about new curriculum or new regulations or about new teaching model in COVID-19 pandemic. The last one is mixed method. Seeing the words, it is actually incorporating the elements of both qualitative and also quantitative approaches. In the classroom context, it has quantitative data like student scores, for example, and also qualitative data like the result of observations of the teaching learning process in the classroom. And now let's narrow it to qualitative research itself. So according to Creswell, qualitative research is an approach for exploring and understanding the meaning of individuals or groups' attribute to a social or human problem. Qualitative research is linked to the quality concept. It refers to what, how, when, where, and why of a thing. Qualitative research refers to the meaning, to the concepts, the definitions, the characteristics, metaphors, symbols, and descriptions of things. Qualitative is concerned with the concepts and distinctive characteristics of a select group. Therefore, the findings of the theory may only be applicable to a similar group. The adjectives like rich and also deep and thick are used when talking about qualitative research. It means qualitative data in qualitative research should reveal the complexities and also the richness of what is being studied. Then, what are the principles of qualitative research? So, according to Job in 2006, the principle of qualitative approach could be summarized into 3 views. Those are constructivisms, and then the next is interpretivisms, and the last one is inductivism. Let's check it out one by one. The first is constructivism. So it recognizes the meanings of things are not objectives discovered. Rather, they are subjectively created and imposed by people in given contexts. The next is interpretivism. It means the research focuses on analytically disclosing those meaning-making processes while showing how those practices configure to generate observable outcomes. The last one is inductivism. This means the new set of knowledge, meanings, or theories are emergent through the process of inductions. The approach does not require the testing of a particular extant theory or set of knowledge. Rather, it aims to produce new ones. In university, especially for students taking educational major, the most common types of research used for their final task are qualitative and also quantitative one. So what are actually the differences between them? Let's find out. So here you can see on the screen there is a table comparing between the attributes of qualitative and also quantitative. The first attribute is about the conceptual. So in qualitative, it concerned with understanding human behavior from the informant's perspective, while in the quantitative, it's concerned with discovering facts about social phenomena. Qualitative assumes a dynamic and also negotiated reality, while quantitative, it assumes a fixed and also measurable reality. What about the sample? In qualitative, the sample is in small scope, and then it is also purposeful. Therefore, the sampling that is usually used in qualitative research is usually purposive sampling. The next, in quantitative, the sample it is in a large scope. It is random and also it is the representations of the populations. The next one is the data collections. In qualitative, the researchers can collect the data by using several instruments such as interviews and also observations, documentations, and also artifacts. What about the quantitative? In quantitative, researchers can use questionnaire, can use scales, the tests, or inventories. The data analysis in qualitative, it is done inductively. So it is done by the researcher. The steps are from the observations, after that patterns, hypothesis, and then theory. In quantitative, it is done deductively or by statistical methods, starting from the theory and then after that formulating the hypothesis, observations, and the last one is confirmations. The last attribute is findings. In qualitative, it is comprehensive, detailed description, and also holistic, since it must be rich, deep, and also thick. In quantitative, the findings must be precise and also numerical. So those are the differences between quantitative and also qualitative research. After you see the differences, I hope it is getting clear for you all and also easier for you to distinguish the qualitative approach with another one. Now, let's come to the conclusions of today's meeting. So, research, once again, is a continuous activity in majority of disciplines and also professions. It is a systematic observations of processes to find better ways to do things, and also to reduce the effort being put in to achieve an objective and identifying the validity of the targets. There are three types of research in today's discussions. The first is quantitative research, and then the second one qualitative, and the last one is mixed method. If quantitative relates to the numbers, the qualitative research is non-quantifiable. It focuses on values, processes, experiences, language, and also meaning. Data in qualitative research is often in the form of words or text. In doing qualitative research, there are also various kinds of research design that we can choose according to our need. And this topic will be our next discussion on the next meeting. So well, that's all what we learned today. I hope you get a full understanding to the materials, and if you have questions, you may write down your questions on the comment sections down below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. See you on the next one. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and goodbye.
Terima kasih sudah menyaksikan video pembelajaran ini. Jangan lupa like, komen, dan subscribe, serta nyalakan tanda loncengnya agar kalian tidak ketinggalan informasi update lainnya. I hate Spada.